欢迎跟我学中文。今天我们学习怎么说
His wife died a year ago. He wanted to stay in LA, but there were too many memories. His wife died a year ago.
他妻子1年前去世。他妻子1年前去世。
He wanted to stay in LA.
他想留在 LA. 他想留在 LA.
But there were too many memories.
但那里有太多的记忆。但那里有太多的记忆。
我们先来学一下生词。
他妻子1年前去世。他妻子 This is short for 他的妻子。他的妻子 We usually drop the most of the time because this is used as a pronoun for someone whose name is unknown. We're not focusing on the possessive relationship between the two people, and this is the case for most possessive strings involving a human relationship. For example, 我爸妈 my mom and dad, 她姐 her sister, 他们老师 their teacher. 1年前一年前年前去世他想留在 LA 他想留在 This is the same 在 as the one associated with continuous tense. Check out episode 21G for that use. Basically, when it's before a place or location, it matches up with words like in, at, on. When it's before an action word, it indicates that this is currently in action. 但那里有太多的记忆。但那里 this refers to LA 有太多的太多的记忆Today we have two sentences that demonstrate quite well two rules in constructing simple sentences in Chinese. Rule number 1. Modifiers are always placed before elements that are being modified. For example, his wife died a year ago. 他妻子1年前去世. A year ago is a modifier for this event, the dying. Unlike in English, it's placed right before the element being modified. You can add more information on how or in what circumstances that this event happened. You just need to place this information before it. If you say his wife died a year ago in LA, it'll be 他妻子1年前在 LA 去世. If you say his wife died of illness a year ago in LA, it'll be 他妻子1年前因病在 LA 去世. If you say his wife unexpectedly died of illness a year ago in LA, it'll be 他妻子1年前意外地因病在 LA 去世. So what's the order of these modifiers? A very general rule is time or days always first, location last, and everything else in between. There are fine prints we'll discuss more in the future. Also, by modifiers, we mean only the things that happened at the same time as did the event, not after. For example, if you say his wife's been dead for 3 years, it'll be 他妻子去世3年了. This is not considered a modifier for this event, despite its information is related. mainly because this 3 years thing is not part of how she died. This came to be a thing 3 years after she died. There is a category of grammatical elements
for post-event relational information.
like this. It's a topic for another day. We'll discuss it when a good context comes up.
Rule number 2. Use the specific things that are the focus of your concern in what you're going to say to be the subject of a sentence, whatever those things might be. He wanted to stay in la, but there were too many memories. In Chinese, we'd say, he wanted to stay in la, but there, la has too many memories. 那里有太多的记忆. There, that place, has too many memories. The subject is there, the place, because it's the focus of concern. He wanted to stay in LA, but LA has a downside, so LA didn't happen. This logic might be a bit hard to understand for English speakers. Isn't too many memories the main concern? Well, you can rely on another characteristic of Chinese sentence structure, the sequence of development. The term is mine, but the phenomenon is well documented by experts in teaching Chinese as a second language. What it says is, word orders usually is the same as the sequence of events as they happen. First, he had an idea about LA, so LA idea happened. Then comes the issue of too many memories. We have an example from episode 11 that demonstrates this rule and the sequence of development very well. Bree is leaving behind 2 baskets of goodies for the father and son. Then she said, I will need the baskets back once you are done. In Chinese, it'll be the basket first because the main thing. Then comes when done using. Then comes I will want them. Then comes back to me. Focus of your thought, sequence of natural development. So we have 篮子用完后我得要回来. Focus, sequence. 今天会下雨. Today will rain. It's going to rain today. Today is the subject. Come today, then comes the rain. 你想来太好了. You wanting to come is great. It's great that you want to come. The subject is a sentence. You wanting to come happens first, then happens how I feel about it. 好，下一节我们学习怎么说。
He's renting for tax purposes, but he hopes to buy a place real soon.
If you find this content useful, please like this video to support my channel. 多谢各位的陪伴，我们下次见。